I just ran some errands and went to the hardware store to get this little 2.2 millimeter bit to fix this clip-on tuner. And of course, first thing I did when I got home was loaded the bit. Got this pin right here that it was these two plastic pieces that broke off that held the pin in place, and I used paperclip wire and baking soda super glue amalgam to kind of, right, replace the bits of plastic that broke off. And I was wondering, how's it going to hold up when I hit it with the drill? And the answer is it held up. It held up just fine. They're still strong. Now, so there's the lesson. Baking soda super glue amalgam. It will hold up to drilling. Now, I'm not out of the woods yet. This pin is not perfectly straight, right? I just had to eyeball it the best I could when I was doing the amalgam. And, it didn't turn out perfectly straight, but it might just be straight enough. The other issue I have is that I need to either sand or probably file down the extra amalgam residue. If not necessarily on the outside, but on the inside. I need to sand or file that down until it's flush with the black plastic, so that the pin can, well, also on the outside as well, right? So the pin it gets through there all the way, but it could go through just a little bit further, right? And that's going to be held in place by the tension of this spring. Okay, and the other issue I've got is with the same issue. It's the same plastic, right? Molded from the same plastic as broke off over here, and I noticed that it was cracking. This is the inside piece, the other part of the clip that's held on by the pin. And once this is spring loaded, this is going to be under tension again, and it was showing signs of cracking. So I just hit it with some super glue, hoping that'll just sort of like seep into the cracks and melt it and fuse it and reinforce it. Um, okay, so this project is not over, but I was wondering, that was the first thing I was wondering is, I mean, once I hit the amalgam with the steel drill, is it just going to like shatter? Is it going to disintegrate? But no, I mean, it's on there nice and strong. I even kind of like tested it with, well, I didn't test it with pliers yet, but I gave it some good torque with my fingers. I don't think I don't think I could break those off if I tried. I think they're on there pretty good. So, what up? I don't know, treats. This is just a little repair project for a clip-on guitar tuner. I don't know if you know what that is. It clips onto the headstock of your guitar, and it shows you whether your strings are in tune or not. And little bits of plastic broke off of it, but otherwise it works perfectly fine. So why throw it away? I'm going to try to repair it. And I used baking soda and super glue to replace the bits of plastic that broke off. That's what's going on. So the question in my mind was, I used paperclip wire, bits of paperclip wire, and baking soda and super glue to replace the little bits of plastic that broke off. And I had to drill holes through the amalgam. And I was just wondering, how's it going to hold up? I hit it with the drill. You hit it with a power tool. There's vibration. You know, I found out about this amalgam on YouTube, and it works. It holds up just fine. It's strong. So that's what's up. And so if you have any, I know for a fact that this is a very commonplace thing in today's world. Okay, lots of things are made with. Yeah, I somehow I don't think you're actually in Pyongyang, but but uh, but I'll take the love. I'll take the hearts. Thank you very much. I'm pretty sure that this is a very commonplace problem in today's world. You know, and this is no slouch of a company, Orangewood. That's a guitar company. Um, as far as I know, they make decent guitars. And but they're just cheap plastic. So many things are just made with cheap plastic that it's not even that old. And well, if that means you subscribe to Gone, uh, thanks. I guess. Thank you. Um, I don't know how much you're going to be interested in my content, but okay. So if anyone out there is interested, this is a way that you can fix broken plastic. You can even, with a little bit of creativity, a little bit of thought, you can even, I mean, these were just little plastic bits that broke off, and there were no more holes to put that pin through. And I just snipped off little bits of paperclip wire and fashioned, an amalgam of baking soda and super glue. That's super glue. Let it cure for a few days just to be sure, and then drilled holes through it, and it holds up fine. I'm telling you, it's really strong. So this is something you can do. This is a way to repair rather than taking something that's perfectly good otherwise. I can turn this thing on, and there it is. It's a perfectly good guitar tuner, instrument tuner, bass, violin, ukulele, chromatic. It'll tune anything. Why throw it away? Just because of just because they cut corners on the plastic, you know? So, for what it's worth, baking soda and super glue is legit. Just be careful not to get the shit on your fingers when you're working with it. I used toothpicks to kind of like nudge it around and get it into the shape I wanted. And actually, I might have obviated the need for a drill if I had been thinking ahead of time by just because the toothpick just happens to be the same size, right? I could have, but the point is, you can drill through this stuff and it holds up. It's fine. Baking soda, super glue, amalgam. It's tested. Okay? And I'm going to try to finish this project probably tomorrow. I had to hit this with super glue to keep it from breaking. I'm going to let it cure. I always like to let these things cure longer than they technically need to. And I'll post an update tomorrow. Thank you for watching. I'm Lean Bear in Paju City, South Korea. God bless and keep you all. Baking soda, super glue, amalgam for fixing plastic. Over and out.